you're going to start by doing a microdose test of 0.3 of a gram, and you're looking for two different things. First, do you have any allergies? For me personally, mushrooms always make me itch. Always. That doesn't mean that's going to happen to you. That's just me. So you might want to have a lotion, an anti-itch lotion standing by. One time I had a batch of mushrooms, and this was the only time that this ever happened, but it did happen, and it constricted my breathing, and it was like right in my throat, and my throat was tightening up, and it was scary. I was like, oh, I gotta breathe. Well, I took Afrin, and Afrin you sniff through your nose, and it helps unclog your sinuses to help you breathe through your nose. I don't know if it's supposed to unclog your throat. It helped. It worked. It unclogged my throat, and I was able to enjoy the trip. But it was a little bit scary, and like I said, that's the only time it ever happened. It never happened with any other batch I've had, but it did happen. Now, if you do discover that you have some kind of an allergy problem with the mushrooms, it means that you were allergic to that batch of mushrooms. It does not mean you were allergic to all mushrooms. It doesn't mean you're allergic to this strain of mushrooms. It just means you're allergic to that particular batch. So you'll have to find other mushrooms to enjoy and stay away from that one if it's a problem for you. The other thing that we're looking for in the microdose test is to find out how sensitive you are to mushrooms and to discover whether or not you are a lightweight. Now, for the vast majority of people, 0.3 of a gram is not enough to go on a trip. But if you're a lightweight, you will. And it's very important to know if you are. Okay, first of all, I gotta make sure you know, I don't mean to use the word lightweight in any sense that's pejorative or derogatory. It's just shorthand for saying that you're extremely sensitive to mushrooms. I'm not making fun of you, but it's very important to know if you are a lightweight. So you do this test any day before you do the actual tripping, and make sure you have 5 hours set aside with no obligations just in case you do start tripping. Now, on a dose this small for most people, you might feel nothing at all. You might feel like you smoked some weed. You might feel just kind of weird. It's kind of hard to describe, but you just have some kind of weird feeling. But you won't be having a trip that's comparable to like an LSD trip. You're actually lucky if you're a lightweight because you can stretch your shrooms further. You get more bang for your buck as a lightweight, but it's also easier to take too much. So if you're a lightweight, you're gonna ignore all of my advice for the day that you trip. You're not going to take the doses I'm recommending. Do not. Okay.